Hi, guys. How are you today? Time to talk housewives. These next two stories are the two stories that I was supposed to do in the previous video, but you guys wanted to talk about Prince Andrew. So we went over in that video. This video, we're going to get to the other two stories that I was supposed to combine with that story, which is Kim K helping get clemency on another person's sentence. She got the sentence reduced. Yeah, are we being too hard on Kim K? She has a bad reputation for being a clout chaser and always want to be in the media. But she's doing good deeds here. We'll talk about that. Then we're going to talk about the rumors that the new girl is phony. Okay, Noella. This is so funny. This is so funny. She said that her husband left her with no money and desolate. You guys remember she only had one number saved in a credit card that she could use. He came out today and say, "You're a liar." And then we're going to talk about the picture that's cruising the internet. We got a lot to talk about. I came back today just to cover those stories. Let me go ahead, play my intro, and allow more people into the room, and then we'll get right into it. Hi guys, how are you? Hi everybody. Now I don't know what is going on with Facebook. I had this problem the last video that I did. For some reason, I'm not streaming live on Facebook, and I'm supposed to be on Facebook, Twitch, everything at the same time. And for some reason, that's not happening. Hi, Val. How are you? That's my buddy. So I don't know. So I don't probably not going to get a lot of people again this video because something is going on. But for those who are here, let's talk about it, people. Let's talk about it. Okay. I don't know if you guys been watching the Real Housewives of Orange County. I have been bits and pieces here and there. I really stopped liking Orange County, but like it, hate it, whatever. You can't deny a couple things. The ratings have improved dramatically. That's one. Two, they have a new Black person on the show, and she's full of drama, people. A lot of drama. Okay, so where'd that article go? So she said on the show, okay, that her husband left her desolate. This is so crazy. Let me put this up. Hold on. Left her without any money. They're supposed to be going through a divorce. She called the divorce fraudulent because she didn't know if it was filed in the right jurisdiction. She went on and on and on about what a bum he was. There, I said it. Let me see if I can see this. No Gabor today, so I got to make it big so I could read. And he's calling her out. Okay, there. You guys know I'm blind as a bat. Cute couple. Aren't they cute? I think she's really pretty. We'll get into that later. Anyway, he had his attorneys release a statement today. And it says, in our modern world, people often exploit television and social media to twist facts and influence opinions. Sadly, online public shaming can be a tool for emotional and financial leverage. I think they said that for a specific reason. We'll get to that in a minute. Noella Bergeron has used social media and television to do just that. Our goal is to provide the public with the facts related to James Bergeron's ongoing divorce from Noella. The statement shared via Core Law Group. Okay, so he had his attorneys release statements. Well, you know what? That's good. He cleared it up. Basically, we expect couples to argue when they're in court, and he went a little further. So then he went on social media later, and he said that she's a liar, she's fame whore, she's saying all this to be to boost up her storylines. None of that happened. And I thought, okay, I could see that, but I don't believe one over the other at this point, because when people get divorced, okay, claws, claws come out, people. Okay. And so I don't get in their mess. I let them argue. I let them say what they're going to say. But somebody's lying here. Either you left her or you didn't. So then he came out, had the lawyers, did it, and that wasn't nothing. He came out and tried to plead his own case. Did you guys see that on Instagram Live, basically calling her a liar? Okay, we get it. She's lying. You've been paying child support. You've been paying for where she lives. You've been giving her food and stuff like that. Got it. Looking at court docs and what James says don't add up. I know. So, well, okay. So we got all of that. And then he came back online again. This has been an all day thing. Let me put these receipts back up. So she says, so she responded to him saying, calling her a liar and a phony, saying, here, let me put it back up. This was her response to him. Still, so she this was on her Instagram stories, and she posted over what she posted just before she went on vacation. She said, still recovering from his Christmas post. And now this, do I itemize his lies or enjoy bath time with my son? Somebody's still lying at this point. Somebody's lying. Either you're not paying child support, you left him desolate, or you didn't. So then he went in her comment section. This is not a joke, people. He went on her comment section, circled the things that fans were saying in her comment section, the questions that they were asking, and then he cleared it up. I'm not making this up. Now you're going too far. Like, okay, fine. Someone says to Noella, this post right here, I hear you, but pictures aren't always what they seem. That's what I said. My husband and I were raised on welfare. We worked our butts off to have the life we made. 3 months in Puerto Rico and have never felt more at home, because she kind of made it seem like, never mind, I'll keep reading. We want to see every part of this amazing island. I'll grab a car. Let me know. This keeps popping up. When you're free to show us the real Puerto Rico. And he puts hashtags facts. We both permanently moved to Puerto Rico, because she said that he left her. He's saying, no, we were both in Puerto Rico, and then you left to go be on the Real Housewives of Orange County. Okay, so he's, and then he says, don't believe the lies. And then someone else said, to call confusing is saying the least. My daughter is from a previous relationship, and in an effort to support the relationship with her bio dad, I make the commute. So remember, she's saying that she commutes from Orange County to Puerto Rico to go see her children. And then he says, so she's admitting that our son lived with us in Puerto Rico. He's saying, I did not leave you. We were here in Puerto Rico, and then you left to go be famous. So, but this is really crazy. So I was talking to Lola on the other video. And after the video, we always talk after the videos. And she said, Sharrell, did you see the picture of Lola going around the internet? And I was like, no. And she said, it's different. It's pictures of how she, hold on. She said, it's pictures of how she used to look before she got on the show. I don't know where that's coming from. Hold on. I hate those pop-ups. It's a picture of how she used to look before she came on the show. And see here, she really looks more fair skinned, more Caucasian than she does African American. And this is how she used to look before she came on the show. And then she phased a little bit. And then right here, she really looks probably like the same skin complexion as someone in my family. My point being, she was supposed to be the first African American. Well, she is the first African American on the OC. Is she really some kind of fame whore looking for a storyline like her ex is saying? Is she a liar? Oh, hold on. Someone said, Sharrell, stop talking. Banner, banner, banner. You can't call people fame whores without the banner up. Could she be? I mean, this is a drastic change, just like he said. He said she's one way on camera and another behind the scenes. Our relationship was basically fueled on sex, drugs, and rock and roll, whatever that means. We gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about it. This is a totally different person. This person does not look biracial at all. This person, she looks biracial. I don't know who's shady here. He won't leave it alone. He's all acting like a madman on social media. I don't know. So that's one story we got to talk about, and I'll take calls for that. And then the Kim K story. Kim Kardashian has a reputation of being fame whore. She's good at it. She's at the top of her game. Shallow, will destroy men and their careers. They call it the Kardashian curse. You've all heard that one. And now she wants to be a lawyer, and she's like nauseating at times. But let's talk about the things that she is doing for the community. Okay. I don't know, guys. We might have to give credit where credit is due. Okay. So there's this truck driver. What's his name? His name was Rogel Aguilera Menderos. He was driving a tractor truck trailer, got out of control, and 4 people lost their lives. They sentenced him to 110 years, mandatory. That's a lot. That's a long, long time. But you did take someone's life. But 110 years, it's overkill. And so people started petitioning, getting together, asking for clemency. But it didn't really get any steam until Kim Kardashian came along and lent her name to the cause. See, I want to say bad things about her, but she's getting things done. So the governor took a look at the case, and he reduced his sentence to 10 years, maximum, 5 for good behavior. That's a good thing. That is a good thing. Do we laugh when Kim says she wants to be a lawyer now? It sounded like a joke in the beginning. Here's the guy, his picture, but she's getting things done. But anyway, this is the statement she just released. She says, thank you, Governor of Colorado, for taking action to reduce Mr. Aguilera Menderos' sentence. While his new sentence is 10 years, he will now have an opportunity to come home in 5 and be with his son and wife. This case was a clear example of why mandatory minimums don't work and need to be abolished. I am grateful to the Governor Polis for his empathy and leadership on this case. Can we still talk about Kim K? Or do we have to give credit where credit's due? Is she a smart woman? Is she going to be an attorney? And who else is going around getting pardons, getting people clemency, doing things like this for the community? I don't know. I think we're being too harsh on Kim. I really, really do. Harry, what do you think?
Well, no, I say this, right? Like, I read a little bit about the case in Colorado, and it was not like the guy was on drugs or, under the influence.
It was an accident.
His brakes failed, right? Mm-hmm. So, but 110 years, people can go out there and pull a Jeffrey Dahmer and don't get 110 years. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I think that she do bring something to the table. Mm-hmm. As far
what about when people say, she didn't do anything. She let everybody else do all the hard work, and then she comes in at the end and just gives her name.
I mean, no. That may happen, right? But it's going to happen with fame, right? Mm-hmm. We can go and talk to a lot of people until somebody famous say it. They don't give a shit.
Yeah.
So if her voice, after what other people did, mm-hmm. I cherish the other people that did the work, but her voice is what put it over the edge because she's famous.
Yeah, so added a spotlight that wasn't there.
Right, a spotlight. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
her spotlight seems to be more powerful than marches in group
protest stuff. Yeah. I mean, it seems that way right now. It may not always be that way, but when somebody do some good for somebody, it's always a good thing.
Is Kim Kardashian using the Black community? This is hard, people.
I can say in a way, yeah, you can look at it and say she's using them, but using somebody, if you give him back to the person you're using, then like, yeah, she could use that for a source. Like, let me hit this and I can get a lot of publicity from it, right? But at the same time, if it works, shit, it was needed. You know what I'm saying?
Which case you want to talk about today, Noella or
both? I can talk about the biracial because I'm biracial. Hey y'all.
Hey, what's up,
chick? Listen, you are. She was about your complexion, if not lighter. If you wanted to, how does she darken her skin? Let me bring up Lola. Hold on. Hi, Lola. Hi, Ty. Hi,
what's up, Ty?
See if I can.
Hey, y'all. What's up, y'all?
I wanted
to talk. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead. How did she get so dark?
Oh, can I comment really quick on the truck driver? Because I'm Latin. And I wanted to talk about that. It wasn't really Kim Kardashian. It was the Latin community that was really coming together to get those signatures done in the petition. Because we don't play about our people. We don't play about that. If one of us get locked up, we all
have to admit that the
Lola.
Kim Kardashian on there.
No, it wasn't her. It was the truck drivers too who were protesting and who refused to drive through Colorado until they revised that.
And then also
she added a little something, but honestly, it was the petition. Because Latinos don't play about other Latin people. We don't play that mess. And it was the truck drivers who stood together in solidarity.
Lola. You've got to admit that when Kim Kardashian adds her names to a cause, it gets attention.
But didn't she just say
it makes it public? It makes it a public thing instead of a local thing. You know what I'm saying? So
it was technically already a public thing. I think.
Yeah, it was.
It was already.
Y'all not gonna do it. Y'all are not gonna do it.
Ty.
One at a time.
Okay, I get what you're saying, right? But I understand a lot of footwork she didn't do, right? But at the same time, if her name is what curved the enthusiasm to actually lower his sentences, we got to give her props for that. Like, let's not take it away, because when we have a problem in our community, shit ain't never solving and doing the footwork, and she came along and with her name recognition gave you more publicity.
I don't think they're gonna do it. Ty, did that change your opinion?
So okay, I get that. So I get everything that you said, and I understand it, and I give her kudos for it though. But my thing is, though, it was already like a public thing. People were already speaking about it. The DA's office, like a week prior before her posting it, had already came out and said they wanted to reduce the sentence. They were already scheduled to go to court in January. So it was like something that was already happening.
It was already in motion. People already
right. I get it.
Y'all not gonna give Kim Kardashian any credit.
Wait, can I clear one thing up? Because somebody said this in a comment. You brought it up earlier. When I say Latinos, I'm talking about white Latinos, indigenous Latinos, Black, Afro Latinos. We all banded together and signed those petitions and came through and signed for that guy, because 110 years was ridiculous. He had no drugs in his system, no alcohol. The brakes malfunctioned on him. There's nothing anyone can do. It was an unfortunate event. I feel bad for those lives that were lost.
Right.
And I feel bad for him because he got to live with that for the rest of his life. But it was an accident. It was a pure accident. There's nothing he could have done. It's unfair. I'm glad they reduced the sentence. It's ridiculous. And the truck drivers who also protested, of all different backgrounds, came together and they protested and didn't want to go through Colorado because it was unjust.
Amuse, did you have anything to say about this Kim Kardashian case?
Well, I agree. I agree with the others, to be honest. She just jumped on the bandwagon. Like they said,
this much credit? Can we give her this much? No,
not really, not for this at all.
It was already mainstream, though.
Sharrell, you pinned the wrong thing at the top, by the way. It wasn't the StreamYard. Someone's comment.
Oh, okay.
I would give her some credit if she had posted it and then the DA's office had said, okay, now we're going, like if the DA's office had came out like maybe after Kim, then maybe I would be like, okay, maybe your influence played a little bit in it. But the fact that the week before She posted it. The DA's office had already came out and set something,
Ty.
and they
Thank you,
already
Ty.
date set.
Yeah. What's
That-
up?
Her
that's
name,
what I was thinking
her
about.
name kicked it off. Her name kicked it off. That's what her
No,
name
they
did.
were already talking about it though. That's what I'm
Well,
trying to
you know
tell
what
y'all.
though, Lola, I get it. A lot of people can talk about a lot of things and decide a different outcome, right? I think once a celebrity or somebody like that, somebody big, introduced themselves into the case. Now, I'm not saying she did all the footwork. I'm not saying that at all, right? But if that helped the cause to weigh the scale, I think she could have been the one that weighed the scale. Now, she can look at cases and see, well, how's it going? Well, it's going pretty good. I might can jump in and weigh the scale. Some of them she don't. I'm not saying that, right? But what I'm saying is that what other celebrity that you guys know that even mentioned this?
Kanye didn't do it.
Wait, Perry, can I
Well,
ask you a question?
she could have.
You think she had more weight than the truck drivers that were refusing to deliver anything to Colorado?
I do.
Yes,
I
yes.
do.
That weren't delivering to stores, that weren't delivering
Yes.
to businesses. You think
I
Kim
think
had
so.
more weight than that?
I think so.
I do. I do.
No,
Y'all
I'm
smoke
telling you,
smoke weed every day.
the country we
Yeah.
live in now, that do have weight, right? Because you don't have a lot of I mean, I don't want to get specific on different things that happen, right? But you can have a lot of Latinos fighting against a different cause that never got resolved. A lot of blacks with no resolve. A lot of whites with no resolve until somebody put their signature on it,
Their name.
and endorsed it. I'm saying, like, I think she still had something to do with it.
Look,
But
look,
no, she didn't do the footwork. No,
look,
she didn't.
Joseph Perry, you guys are out of touch. Wow.
So that's the case. Okay.
Yeah. Also, if that's the case, why didn't she do another case that no one's heard of that
I'll give
Okay.
it that.
needs
Oh.
attention? You
Well,
know, and I think
okay.
Oprah Winfrey signed a petition or said,
Right,
did
right,
something
right,
about
no,
it
no.
as well.
Obama did too. Obama signed a petition too.
Muse, this is what I'm saying, right? Now, why she won't do another case? Because some people go in and they see what's the chances of success, right? She can look at another case and say, well, hey, I can put my name on it and this shit ain't gonna happen. But sometimes you can have a case that look like it's gonna happen by itself that don't. And I think her name is what tilted the
Exactly.
scale, is
No,
what I'm
the
saying.
case was
Exactly.
already going
Nah.
somewhere. So
The case was
putting her
already
name
like-
on it was just, she's just trying to get a bit of attention.
She came in
Sorry.
at the last second
There's
to
a
be like,
possibility.
it sucks.
There's a possibility.
Yeah, I would agree. It could be that, right? I'm saying this, right?
Perry, you getting
Now-
beat up.
No, I'm not getting beat up. What I'm saying is this. I can agree that, yeah, she picked cases that's gonna go her way anyway, just to tag her name to it, right? That could be a possibility, right? But like I just asked you guys a few minutes ago, what other celebrity tagged their name in any of that damn thing?
Exactly.
I agree with Bonji right now. Bonji 40, I agree with that wholeheartedly.
She said, I give her credit if she didn't use her celebrity to get her baby bar exam. Oh!
I agree. Go to school like the rest of us. Go to school and go through hell for 8 years and become a lawyer.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, hold on. But okay, Perry, I'll do one better for you. Since I'll help you, I'll meet you halfway. I'll give her 5% of helping out.
Wait, no. I'm not telling you no, and this well, I don't want y'all to get me wrong. I'm saying don't give her 100%, but give her something.
50.
It could be 1%. It could be 1% of pushing it over the top.
I ain't giving that culture vulture jack shit. How about
But
that?
you know what?
How
I mean,
about
you
that?
know, we
I
may not want.
Latin
We
people,
may.
time out. Latin people told her to stay out of it. By the way, Latin people want nothing to do with her. We don't fuck with her like that.
Y'all
I'm just
are a
telling y'all.
mess.
Okay.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
Okay. We may not want to give her the credit. We may not want to, and I don't like them folks. I really don't like the Kardashians. We may not give her credit, but her name is the one that got it out there.
Oh,
No one's buying it. They're calling us
No
old
way.
fashioned.
No. And to be honest with that, like I say this, I heard this case before I heard Kim's name. But what I'm simply saying is this.
Now
right?
that's
Exactly.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Because it was
No.
already mainstream.
Sharrell, you was on vacation. Okay.
Yeah, you know that.
I seen this. I
You're
seen
not
it.
gonna take
And
that.
I was like, wow. Because people were saying you should talk about it. But I'm
Right.
like about my wife. She's on vacation. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What I'm simply saying is this: that I think that it could be. I understand what the bottom three is saying, but sometime, and the bottom three got to admit this: even if things were heading the right direction without her name on it, it could have went south, right? If her name
Harry, it's not gonna fly. Just go ahead and tell everybody.
pushed it over the edge,
Though. But it's the truth.
Terry, are you
the
saying
truth.
she hypnotized the judge with her?
What is that?
Oh,
I was playing hell no.
Wait.
Oh.
Oh, that was you.
I was playing hell no.
No. I'm saying I get what you guys are saying, right? But you know what though? On a serious tip, you can say, "Oh, she don't do shit," right? But if your ass was in a jam, I bet you would want her to speak the hell up. I bet you would want her to speak the hell up then.
Let me change the subject really quick because we surprisingly again we're
Let's
backed up.
let's go with the biracial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, somebody in the chat just said that girl is not biracial at all. When they look at this white, that she's pretending to be black.
She showed her picture.
No, I mean she looked white on the first picture though.
She really does. That's unbelievable.
Excuse me.
No, she
Excuse me,
biracial.
can the
She
50%
biracial somewhere.
Excuse me, can the 50% say something?
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Andrea.
go ahead, 50%.
Right.
Only half of you. Go ahead.
She biracial, y'all.
No, she is. She
No,
is.
she
I
is.
mean,
Okay, well then,
She is.
why is she trying to look
at
black?
the skin. Look at the skin. Look
I
at the
don't get her
skin.
skin that dark.
Look
first
at
of
the
all.
hair.
Actually, no.
Wait, excuse me. We do get tans.
Yeah,
we do get
But
tans.
my point being, Andrea, is she's doing this for TV. She wants to. She's the first black person to come on the show, so she want to make sure she look black. You did not look black before you got on the show.
and I would agree with that, Sharrell. I'm just saying this, right? You're
somebody said she
biracial,
look like
right?
Rachel
And see, just like everything got their plus and minuses. You can be
She
straight
Rachel
black,
Dolezal.
and then you got all that. You can be straight white and have all that. If you
Let me tell you
biracial,
something.
many people will come back and say, "By being biracial, it's like an injustice to them because they don't get no fairness. They have advantages that other people don't have, in my opinion." Right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Andre, I hate that you're biracial. You want to chime in every time we talk about biracial.
So what?
Yeah, it's her life. It's her life. It's her life.
Oh,
What
You
I'm
know
just
what I'm
saying is that
Go ahead.
Hmm?
Go ahead, Andrea. What you want to say?
we do get tans. We do get tans.
No, she's putting
And
on
we
for
do
the show.
pretend
That's too much
like
of a
we-
No. That's putting on for the show. She looks
yeah.
black.
Actually, Sharrell, no, because my best
Let
friend.
me tell you something. Wait a minute. Hold up, Sherelle. Hold up. You can't look, Sherelle. You can't tell me about my color, okay? In the wintertime, I do get tan.
Andrea, I'm gonna need you to pipe down over there. First of all, and you're not the queen on biracial. I'm
Yeah.
saying she's putting on to be on the show. And that's too much of a difference. She looked totally white before, and now she wants to look black.
She is black.
Hey,
She is
and I think
biracial.
that
She is
maybe-
biracial.
If
Right,
you
right,
Maybe
right,
her
right.
husband is right. Maybe
Hold
she's phony and only wants to be famous.
No, Sharrell. I got a best friend that look just like that. In the wintertime, she's pale as hell.
Oh,
Thank you.
no.
Look at me.
No,
Look at me.
Ty.
Look at me. I am lily
I've
white.
never
Look at
seen
me.
you
I
darker
am
than
lily
that,
white.
No,
Andrea.
you know what, Andrea, your damn complexion
What?
ain't changed since you've been on this damn channel.
Shut up.
I mean, tan, light, winter, cold, summer. It's been the damn same.
Oh my God.
I just think this though, right? I'm just saying, I think my personal opinion is that I think when she came on that show, it was great to see. Now, this is what I'm saying about if you just straight black or straight white, you got one way. Biracial, you say, in my opinion, because I don't want to upset nobody. Oh, well, we get injustice both ways. Yeah, but you get advantages some other people don't get.
Yeah.
It's like no. Look at me.
Yeah,
I'm dark.
no, he's right. He's right.
I'm a dark.
He's
I'm
right.
a dark black male. So I'm telling
He's
you from
right.
my opinion, right? That it do happen. So don't come to me and act like my life been roses, right? It's advantages. It's give and take on both sides. It's give and takes on both sides.
He's
And
right.
I think
He's right.
she went white when she needed it.
To get on the show.
And then when they said, "Oh, the first Black American on this show," or whatever.
She started marching.
Let me go ahead and darken up so I can feed into that audience.
Yo, if you bring the picture back up,
Look at this. Todd said, "I'm the queen of biracial." I'm biracial too. Oh, man.
Wait, Sharrell.
But he's right though. That's how it goes. He's right though.
That so we all agree in agreement. What about you, Amuse? That she darkened her skin and tried to look black because that's what she was trying to roll with the show. So,
to get in onto the to play the role of the show on the show. She definitely
it's just like fashion, old-fashioned leave, shag carpet leave. You get the low cut laminate wood floor, right? But she got the balance to do both, right?
Yeah.
That's the advantage.
Yeah.
Right? When I'm talking about being biracial. But when you use black as Perry, it ain't no other opportunity.
Perry, should we try to bleach your skin for a week and see if it works?
No.
Think about it.
But I get it. I tell you what. I bet you I have a different result.
Yeah. The thing about it is that
you would come out looking like Sammy Sosa, purple.
but the thing about it, we do get tan. We do get. You know what?
No. I get it.
I'm not going to do
Sharrell get sunburn. Sharrell gets sunburn and all that stuff. I don't.
I think just to see if bleaching works, we should bleach Perry's skin for a week.
Don't do that, Sharrell.
If it works.
Your whole black audience just clicked off.
Michael Jackson. Stop it.
But you know what? The sad part about it, everything that she's doing, she's so confused.
Yeah.
Why are you saying that? Why did you say that?
Because sometimes biracial people, they have a hard time to identify who they really are.
Listen, Andrea, I keep hearing that. Now, you want to be the queen of biracial, I'm coming for you. Listen.
All right, come on.
I don't understand this. Biracial people say, "Oh, if I go on my black side, I'm not black enough. If I go on my white side, I'm not."
I'm gonna stop you right there because we're not accepted on both sides.
Andrea, no one's asking you.
I agree. Okay.
No, that's true.
You know what though, Andrea? I get what you're saying, and what you're saying is true. I believe that is a factor, right? But when you stuck on one side, that's a factor too. So let's balance it out. Don't act like you just got the factor and I don't.
Become confused. We become confused.
Well, you confused, but you got better job opportunity.
What are you confused about?
Shit.
Well, we want to be accepted by the white race, and then we want to be accepted by the black race.
Right.
Okay.
Well,
I'm gonna give you. Perry. I'm gonna give you an example. My mom is white. She is white, and she birthed me and my sister. We were so confused because we didn't know we was going to be accepted by the white race or the black race, and we had problems with both race being accepted.
Okay, I get you, right? Okay, let me ask you this question, right? Say if you was Hispanic, okay? Do you think you got a problem being accepted by the black race or the white race?
Yes, I was.
Yeah.
I was.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, it's two different parts, right? You biracial, and I get it. I'm saying it's flaws with every race. So I'm not saying that.
But let me tell you something. Let me give you an example. Let me give y'all an example.
Hold on, let me do this. Lola, Ty, and Amuse, let me drop you because we're really backed up. And let me bring on a new. Anyone have any last words? Lola, you stay on.
Okay.
Okay. Let me give you an example.
Hold on. Ty, Amuse, did you guys have any last words?
Just real quick. You know, I know what I said, you know, we talking about Megan Good last time, but I hope Noella take his ass to the cleaners and clean him out.
No, you didn't, Ty. No, you didn't.
Clean him out.
No, you didn't.
Because he got this lady on the show acting a plumb fool.
Oh, God. Y'all are too much. Anyway, let me text some more callers because we're backed up. Thank you so much, Ty, for calling.
Thank you, guys.
Bye, Amuse. Nice. Thank you for
calling. All right, take
care.
Oh my God, you guys are
Perry. You killed me when you told Andrea she's been the same color the whole time she's been on the show.
Well, she have. Ain't a damn thing changed but the head bonnet.
Okay. Hi, Corey. Hi, Sebastian.
Hey.
Hold on 1 second. Andrea was in the middle of a story. Go ahead.
Okay. One thing that happened to me, and I'm just giving you an example. Okay, I was in high school, and I got into a fight with a dark-skinned girl. And when we got in front of the principal asked us, "So why did you want to fight her?" And the girl said, "Because she thinks she's white."
Mm-hmm.
I was so embarrassed
Well, why would you be embarrassed?
because I felt out of place. I didn't know who I was.
Okay, this is what I'm
Okay.
saying.
Can I ask you this, though?
Hold on, Perry. Let me say this.
Come on, Perry. Come on.
Why do you have to pick a side?
I don't want to pick a side, but a side sometimes is chosen to me. I don't pick a side. Let me tell you something. My husband, he is the blackest thing you ever seen in your life.
Black and Perry?
But
Black and
why
Perry.
why does it become confusing? Why can't you just say to
Because we are confused. Because we are confused.
Right.
Biracial people, look, biracial kids and adults, we are confused because we don't know if we're going to accept it by the white race or the black race. We are really, excuse my language, we are fucked up.
But you know what, though, Andre? I'm going to say this, on serious tip. And this is what I think. I think both races are confused. You can be white, you can be black, but you're confused why you can't get along with the other race just because of your color. Just because of your color, right? So is that too much different than you being in the middle?
Mm-hmm.
Is it? No. Is it a difference?
But you know what? All my life, I'm gonna tell y'all a little secret, and so don't come for me, y'all. Don't do it.
No, we ain't.
All my life, I wanted to be a dark-skinned black woman because I felt like if I was a dark-skinned black woman, I would be accepted in the black world.
Should I go answer the door?
No, I get it. Be back.
I get that, Andrea. I do.
You understand what I'm saying?
I do.
It's not easy. It's not easy. It was hard. It was really hard.
But Sharrell, aren't you biracial as well? I thought you mentioned before they were part Native.
I never claimed it. I said I don't look white. I mean, I don't look Native American, so I'm black. So I just identify with my black side, and
gotcha.
That's how it is.
But see, even then,
it was hard.
You picked a side. You picked a side though, too, there, right? Because you said I don't. I said you pick a side, even though in that, because you say I don't really claim the Native American because I don't look it. I look like a black woman, so you pick the side. So I think that
sounds terrible. That I don't claim to my Native American side. I don't though, because I'm about to get myself water. Huh?
No, Sharrell, I understand because I'm in your same situation.
Yeah.
Because we have a black person somewhere in our family, our tribes sometimes won't accept us as Native.
Yeah.
And especially Cherokee, what I am, it's hard.
I didn't try.
But the thing about it, when my mom, I feel so sorry for my mom over the years because when my mom was growing up, nobody accepted her.
Yeah.
Nobody.
I get it, yeah.
I've been through a lot of them fights too, Andrea.
Yeah. Nobody accepted her. And I'm going to tell y'all something. When both races didn't accept her, it really messed her up mentally.
Yeah. Now that I get. I get that.
Everyone wants to belong. I get it. Everyone wants to belong.
Yeah.
To a group
she
of
didn't know who she was.
Oh, their own. I get. Yeah. I'm sorry y'all went through that. That sucks, man.
I mean,
because you don't want to deny one part of your family. Because if you pick a side, you deny your mother or you deny your father.
I do it all the time. My grandmother keep calling me an Indian girl. I'm like, I'm not Indian. Stop. I do.
Yeah.
But
the thing about it, when I first met my grandfather who was white, oh my God, Andrea gave him hell.
Because he didn't accept you, your mom?
No. It was the fact that it wasn't about me. It was about my mom. What my mom went through growing up.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just something that you go through. You know what I'm saying? And you have to speak about it. You have to speak because you know what? Most people, I hate to say this, most black people think that we got it good. We ain't got it good. We go through hell because, first of all, we're confused. We don't know who we are or where we belong. And it's not easy.
Yeah, if you ask my mother, she'll tell you she's Indian. She'll
Hold
tell
on, let
you
me
flat out.
Sebastian, you were going to talk about Noella, right?
Yes.
What do you have to say about her?
Noella, I really do feel bad for her. It really upsets me to see like how much things that have happened to her in like a couple of episodes.
What do you feel bad about?
I feel bad how she's getting treated on social media. She is biracial, guys. She's biracial. She lives in She lives in California, where the sun hits you very harder.
Oh my God.
It was darker here.
Yeah.
Let's say if she lived in New York, she would be completely white. She would be completely white if she lived in New York, but she lives in California. So,
but what about what her ex-husband's saying? That she's fake, phony liar.
I think the husband is lying himself because the main me show that he's lying. Because like Emily was explaining, because Emily's a lawyer in there. She was explaining how like
Emily Baker,
Emily Simpson.
No.
Oh, Emily on the show. Okay, go ahead.
She was explaining how like how in California there's laws that prevent you, if you're filing for divorce, you can't like lock your credit cards, lock the bank accounts, take your money and everything and leave. That's why he filed his petition in Puerto Rico, and he sent the summons in Spanish because he filed divorce from Puerto Rico and not as a California resident.
So why is he lying?
I feel like he's lying now because he's also a prestigious lawyer. He really is.
I didn't know that. He's a prestigious lawyer. Wow.
Sweet James. He's a prestigious lawyer in that state.
He's trying to destroy her.
He's trying to destroy
he is.
And
trying to destroy her character.
They took a page from Tom Girardi book.
So he can take control, so he can have custody of that baby. He's trying to destroy her and make her out to be horrible so he can take full custody of Junior, as she calls him, because he has autism. And she's up for a whole long, hard road. I know, because I've been there with Brendan by yourself she has her mother, of course, like I did, but without a partner raising and going through everything you have to go through with having a special needs child is hard on your own. When you don't have that backbone that you need.
Okay, you guys, I'm gonna have to drop everyone early today because I've got a long line. This is crazy. Any last words, Corey, Lola, or Andrea? Anybody?
Yeah, Noella was trying to pass before because she's in the OC, and it's hard being a person of color in the OC. So I can see what she was doing. Sometimes I have an aunt who looks whiter than Noella looked in the first two pictures. She could pass, and she didn't. But sometimes you pass because you have to. It's saving your life.
Sebastian,
Channing is also white, also black and white too. She passed so she could save her life and eat.
Exactly.
I agree. All right, guys, let me bring on a new cast. Thank you so much.
I wanted to mention.
Thank you, guys.
Love y'all.
Kim ain't do nothing but ride Pete Davidson. That's it. I said what I said.
Stop. Listen, Lola. Okay, I can't with Lola. Lola. Okay, well, you stay on, Lola, because I can't. Sebastian, did you have any last words? Andrea.
I also have another thing to say. Sharrell, have you been seeing what's happening to like Mia on Instagram?
No.
You need to look at that. You really do need to look at that.
Wait, what do I need to look at? What's going on?
Like, I think one of the housewives like gifted every other housewife's kids and didn't give Mia's kids anything. You gotta look.
Right, No. I'm thinking about Nicki Minaj. She gave Giselle's kids something. I gotta look into that. That's really good. Anyway, thank you, Sebastian. I appreciate the call.
Bye, guys.
Later, Sebastian. Happy New Year.
Hi, Freddie. Hi, Callie. What do you want to sound off? Let's start with you.
How are you, my favorite people?
Hey, what's that?
Let's start with you, Callie. What do you want to sound off on first?
What's up, y'all?
Well, as far as Kim, I agree with Lola. That story was already out there. They were already.
No one's going to give Kim Kardashian any credit.
Oh my God!
At the very, very end, like when they were already talking about going.
Thank you, Callie.
And stuff.
Callie, does it matter?
Did not do anything. In most of these other cases, it was revealed that there were 2 female African American attorneys who did all the work. So I don't really understand why we're still going with this story that Kim is getting all of these people out of jail. That was
no. I mean, I wouldn't say she's getting them all.
Culture.
I think her extra support could weigh it over the finish line.
I don't think it ever
In
has.
my opinion, Kim's only talent is being plowed by Ray J. So
Thank you, Fred.
She attaches herself. She's like a parasite. She attaches herself to people that are already famous, and in the social justice, she attaches herself to cases that are already going, that are already getting attention. This is her tactic. This is how she became famous in the first place.
Yeah, and we know that Pimp Mama Chris made a deal with P-Hub to get it out there of her daughter being plowed by Ray J. And it went
and I was like, why do we care about Ray J sleeping with some
Not
groupie?
bad.
I was so confused. When I first heard of her, I was so confused. I was like, who cares about Brandy's little brother sleeping with a groupie? Like, and then all of a sudden it started blowing up everywhere because, like Freddie said, they were planting stories. And
I agree, Nola. That I think I'm going to cut you off, but I think I agree with you in a sense that she only attached herself to certain cases that's looking like they're going to cross the finish line. Okay? I will get that part, but we know in this world that you see a case that look like it's going to cross the finish line, but don't, without certain attention. I think she could weigh it over the finish line, perhaps.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but I personally don't trust anyone that Chris is friends with. I mean, at the end of the day, one of her best friends is Faye Rancid, and we've seen her awful interior design for Kyle's mismatch. I mean, personally, I'd be lowering that price by around 2 million because it's so bloody awful. I mean, I'd need to strip the whole house apart. I mean, it's rubbish.
Let me ask you a question. How come Noella looks black now, Freddie?
That's an interesting question because I wasn't aware of this, but I personally really like Noella on the show. I think she's really bringing a different dynamic to the show that Orange County has missed out on, and not because she's mixed race. I just like her personality. I like how she's sort of challenging people and things like that, and it's not really a dynamic we've seen on Orange County before. I mean, whilst Heather, yes, I like seeing the lifestyle, I like seeing the big house. She's sort of a bit pretentious. She's a bit of a snob. She's a bit up her own arse, if you get what I'm saying. But you know, and Noella's good friends with Shannon, who's like my favorite. Like,
Shannon's your favorite too? Did I tell you that,
my
Freddie?
favorite. Like, genuinely, if Shannon was in the street, I would give her a big hug just randomly. Because I just think she's that great.
Right,
baby.
You get a little freak in you.
Now, what did you want to add to the conversation?
Christmas Perry, that's why.
Hey, look, hey y'all, look, let me tell you
What's up,
something.
Belle?
Kim, hey babe, Kim is playing Al Sharpton role. That's all she's doing. She just playing Al Sharpton role. You know what I'm saying? The case is already there. And then you jump a famous person in there, so then it look like because of them now everything is like peachy creamy. You know what I'm saying? You gotta admit one thing.
I agree.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Why do they throw her in there at the end?
Because that's what Al Sharpton and the other one they do that. They wait till everything gets started, and then you bring up
extra push, right?
Yeah, it's that extra push. They put themselves on the line like that. Oh, you know what? If Al Sharpton is with it, it must be right. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Jesse Jackson never showed up to pay your bill.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
When
Jesse
he first
Jackson
got arrested.
Let me tell you something. Jesse Jackson don't come unless you paying him. Let's just.
But I'm saying, does it help? Does it help, Val?
Yeah, it helped because now it brings attention because they're saying, "Oh, it must be true. If Jesse Jackson is putting his name on it, it must be true." And
that's what I'm saying.
Ain't nobody invite her. She invited her damn self. Ain't nobody reach out to her.
No. Lola. I get it. Lola, you don't have to invite that person. But what we saying from Jesse Jackson to Al Sharpton to Kim Kardashian, right? When they come along, so do their supporters.
Right.
And now it's a bigger news flash than what it was at the original point.
Right. Right.
Be
It's
like Tom
it's like-
Girardi breakdancing in the sort of the community sort of area of his old people.
What is wrong with Freddie?
It's like having a match and then all of a sudden you got a flashlight. That's all I'm saying. You're
Yeah, there you go.
Say something about Noella.
But bottom line is, you gotta admit, all the Kardashians ain't nothing but baby mamas. That's what they are.
They are, and I think it will take
and
years.
I could call them something else, but Christmas is over.
They some hoes. They some hoes.
You guys gotta keep it real. They just baby mama, just like everybody else. But I understand what Andrea was saying about the mixed race. Here's the thing. I've been dark skinned all my life. Growing up, I used to wear, when I first started wearing makeup in 6th grade, I used to wear dark makeup just so I can just, well, I'm from Vegas. We tan. I don't care what complexion you are, you're going to tan. People tan.
In Vegas.
So it took me for me dating somebody that finally asked me when he see me with no makeup on, he was like, why you wear dark makeup? I was like, I'm thinking, I let a white person put makeup on me the first time. So they gave, they always give you darker makeup. So I'm thinking that's my color, and I was wearing it. That was not my color. Now these days, I wear lighter makeup to blend in to what I am. You know what I'm saying? My hands is dark. I told my dermatologist, why my hands getting so black? But I ain't getting black. You know what I'm saying? But so I understand what you said. How did she look black now? You gotta look at her hair. She was blonde in that first picture. See what I'm saying? She went to a darker color hair. She went to a darker makeup. You can look at that, and then also you can see the yellow tones in the picture at the end. So it's making everything yellow. The background is more yellow. She's more yellow.
Come on,
you guys, I agree with Sharrell. No,
for real. I'm serious.
She's not black for the show. Come on.
Yeah,
she's
black for the show.
She is black for the show. She is whatever she needs to be. If she need to go to the courthouse, she's
gonna
be white. Exactly.
If
she need to be on that show, she's gonna be black.
It's like Kyle buying a fashion line.
That's what I was saying.
That she's relevant and has a storyline.
Right.
And it's like, Kyle, we know you can't do anything apart from moan and piss everyone off and move to the valley.
Right.
No, I agree. I think that he's black because people announce her the first black, so they give her some credibility of being on there, right?
I mean,
but
you know what?
If Orange County would have never approached her, she would have been white and on below deck.
Right. Wait, Perry.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Being plowed by the shaft.
Perry, you a nut. Perry, you are a nut.
A nut.
He said below deck.
Yeah.
Wait, Perry, do you think she'll be darker for Black History Month?
Of course. Hey, you know what, Lola? It all depends on the ratings. It all depends on the ratings because a person like that, they flip flop.
PK, and Perry, we'll get your best friend PK to be the judge on this.
Yeah, I mean, he always gonna be fat.
Hold on, you guys are over talking. I wanted to stop for a minute and ask Kelly what you were saying about her social media.
I just wanted to know, have you guys been to her Instagram? Because her title on Instagram is that she's the first Black housewife of the OC. She's using this Berginger name all over the place. She's using this man's name.
The first Black to get screwed, everything. She don't care.
It's very strange. And also, I have a lot of experiences with working with people of different ethnicities. I'm at the point now where unless I have actually seen your Black parent, I don't just assume you're Black because you have a lot of East Indians and you have a lot of Jewish people that look almost my complexion, but their phenotype is different. And I think that that's the part that everyone's missing. It's not skin tone, it's the phenotype that makes the difference. Because there are biracial people who can never pass as another race. They will always look like a Black person. And then you have biracial people that look like Mariah Carey, that it's a choice for them, whether if they want to identify as Black.
Let me tell you something. I hate to say it, but most white men will accept a Black woman more often if she's mixed than she is if she's fully Black.
Let's ask Freddie.
No, it depends on their fetish.
No. Okay. Why do you think they accepted Obama so easily?
Let me ask Freddie. Freddie, would you date a Black woman?
Men dating men.
I actually have gone on a date with a Black woman, actually. I do, and I actually
Freddie. Ask
Which
Freddie
is-
about
The
Freddie's black
reason
girlfriend.
it didn't work out was because she went to a fashion college in Milan. So it was sort
Freddie.
of
Oh, wow. Okay.
That was
Date
the
thou,
only reason.
date thou. In this
What's your
case,
how do you
I
pronounce
know,
your
I know
name?
you have a lot of people on, but
Uh-huh.
I
Wait.
just want to say in this case, I'm not sure if this
Wait,
man really
me?
understood that she was black, and I think that might be the problem. I think
Say it
now that
again?
she's on this show and being black is a benefit to her, she's black, and
Yeah.
that might be a
Crazy.
big part of the.
I can
their
see your
issue
point there. I
that
can
they're
see that
having.
point. Yeah.
Also, the background check of the show, I heard that there were issues with him. That man's very famous here in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So,
He
but
went
for
from-
all this stuff to come up with this taxes and stuff, I'm sure it's going to impact his career.
So who do you believe, Noella or the husband?
I think
I
they're
think
both
there are
telling
lies
half
all over
truths.
the place.
I
Say-
think-
say it again,
I
Kelly.
think that I don't think he just up and left. I do think that she had some warning, but I do think he left.
Okay. Hi,
But
is it crazy? Crazy.
Corey.
You're on
Corey
mute.
Easy.
You're muted. You're muted.
Is that your real name?
My name is Corey Gordon, but I.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna call you Corey.
I'm a little bit
Okay.
crazy. Can you say crazy or you can say Corey? I'm good. I know there's
Corey
another
Campbell.
Corey, so I want to differentiate myself. I mean, you're so popular. I was literally clicking on like the let me in the room.
Yeah,
let me in
I
the
know.
room,
I'm
let me in the
trying
room.
to-
I was led in the room. I was trying to choose my name, and then I got kicked out of the room. So I was like, let me in the room. Then I missed like a lot of the conversation. But I did take a little note. So Kim Kardashian, in the days of OnlyFans, leave Kim Kardashian alone. Yes, she had sex with Ray J, but you know what? She made her mother made those lemons or limes or whatever into fucking lemonade. And they are a $1 billion company. They're a $1 billion family. And you know what? Yes, if she's a Jesse Jackson or if she's the Al Sharpton of our time, then so be it. She's getting people out. She's getting black people out.
Girl, bye.
That's so be it.
Lola.
Girl,
Haters
Jesse
will
Jackson
hate,
from my
you know
community. You can walk off with that one, girl. Not from my community. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay, I didn't say from my community.
Lola, he has a
If she's
point.
freeing
She said
people
girl
that
bye.
are
She
being
said girl
injustice, it is what it is. And and I also agree with Andrea. Like, so it's funny because today I had a talk with my cousin about his girlfriend. His girlfriend is biracial too, and we had a serious discussion about this. I'm like, you know what? She does have an identity issue because she's biracial, because you're not fitting with the black community and you're not fitting with the white community. I have my own issues, and I am charcoal, and I'm also Jamaican too, but I grew up in a very privileged place. I grew up in Coral Springs, Parkland. My school had the shooting that killed 17 people. And I grew up in that area, and that's a very affluent area. And I'm very dark, but these people cannot understand the way I speak because I don't speak like I'm from the hood. And
Not
there's
at
a
all.
difference between from the cultural place versus where I grew up. Because my culture is Parkland, my culture is Coral Springs, but my color is black. Well, ever since the rap community happened, there's like a convulsion between being hood and being dark, and being ghetto and being dark. And when you think about the ghetto, the Jews lived in ghetto. A ghetto, all it is just a poor place to live. That's what the description is. And the hood, that's what the hood is. But for some reason, my skin color and being hood and ghetto, it has been like it's synonymous for some reason, and that's not what it is. My culture is for where I grew up, and period. My parents are Jamaican. That's their culture. My culture is where I grew up. Period. And with Noella's colorism, it's just like I feel bad for her because you know what? She doesn't have an identity. She fit in where she fit in. There's this like movie on Netflix, and it's like black and white. I can't really watch the whole thing, but it discusses a woman that is just trying to fit in from like the 1920s. And I mean, if you can watch it. I just can't watch black and white movies. That's just on me. But like, it was an interesting like concept of a woman that was just passing. She had a white husband. She was light skinned. She was black. Because and that's just what it was. I mean, if you watch it. I mean, I don't necessarily believe in racism. I believe in more colorism. I believe like depending on there's a line between black and white, but there's also a line between your shade of black. And I've definitely been discriminated against because of my darkness, and also discriminated against because I didn't talk like my darkness.
But here's the thing, and then I'm gonna bring up new people. Never mind. I don't want to get.
But you know what? I was looking at the chat and then listening to poor AZ, right?
Hold on, Perry. Hold on.
Okay.
What'd you say, Callie?
I just want to know, do we know for sure that Noelle's father is black?
She
Or is
posted a
he
picture
some
with him.
other race? Because
Yeah, he's
biracial
black.
can mean other things.
He's black.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's black.
She
Yeah,
posted
because
a picture.
I was just trying to make sure, because sometimes people run and assume, just like with Cardi B, her parents are not black.
Mhm.
So I was just wondering.
No,
Kelly Dodd's
black.
Kelly Dodd's father is Mexican though, so Noella wasn't the first.
But I think Noella's being black for the show. I think in her regular life, she
I do
white.
agree with Sharrell, though.
But
Sharrell, you're right. Sharrell, you are absolutely right.
She's black for the show.
Yep.
That is the issue with biracial people though. Like they can't fit in anywhere. They go where they can fit in, and that's just what it is. And I mean, I think we need to stop like looking at the housewives of like, okay, well, why isn't there a black person there? Why isn't there a white person there? Like, no, like the show should be authentic. The show should be about
it can't be authentic because Noella is putting on.
I'm just saying, but that's my point though. Like with Ebony last season of New York, with Noella right now, with all this, like with Garcelle and Beverly Hills, I'm like, I don't care if you're black or white. Like I would have loved if they would have had a black housewives on Beverly Hills, like Lionel Richie's ex-wife, or somebody that actually hung out with one of the ladies that just like, yeah, she came on the show.
We've got Cherie. She's gonna be amazing. I'm sorry.
Cherie will be amazing,
so
and I'm happy.
Oh, Cherie.
Especially if she was like, who's Lisa Rinna? That was so good.
Cherie would have been a better cast, or even Jada Pinkett would have been a cast because they actually hang out with these people. But like Garcelle didn't hang out, and that's why she had a whole issue. And then also they marketed the way they marketed her. I'm sorry, I don't want to.
Garcelle was seen at a lot of parties and stuff with these people. That's why they picked her. I think the issue is that it's very odd to see one single black woman, and then a lot of times in those scenes there are other black people there that they're not showing.
No,
that would make it seem very strange.
I disagree with you.
Vodka?
What?
Yeah.
I mean, he's so ghetto. I mean, I don't know what the hell you talking about.
Well, I can just say I live in the hood. I'm proud. I'm fighting gentrification.
Hey, where do you live? Where do you live, Callie? Oh, you can't.
I live in South LA.
If you ever in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, hit me up.
With South LA, which used to be South Central, they changed the name, didn't they?
South Central is further east. So where I live was always South LA. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Central. Okay, I'm sorry.
I thought they did. But anyway, I still have a long line, you guys. I'm gonna bring in a new group. Anybody have any last words?
Thank you guys. I appreciate it. And Happy New Year.
Crazy. Corey. Sorry, I called you crazy.
Crazy.
Call me Corey. Call me crazy. Whatever you can pronounce. We're doing this. I love you guys. Thank you.
All right, you take care.
Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year's.
Yeah. Bye. That's so funny.
Quick thing is that I don't trust this alleged Sweet James guy as far as I could throw him, to be honest. He pretends that he's as white as white. He's had bank accounts seized in the US. He allegedly spent $50 million on advertising, yet there's no evidence of that. He's just seems to be using social media with his very limited followers to try and create a different narrative that's not true, in my opinion.
So Freddie, you believe Noella?
Listen, I think she's exaggerating things because, I mean, I've heard that it's no secret that she's been trying to get onto that show for years. As we know,
that's what you heard.
Yeah, because she was good friends with Bronwyn. Her and Botox woman, Jen. Jen the Botox woman. Yeah, they were both good friends. What? Jen Armstrong, yeah. They were both good friends with
I don't like Jen.
And yeah, so I know that Noella was trying to get on the show.
Have you guys noticed now that Freddie intentionally throws shade, but he acts innocent?
Oh yeah, And the only thing he misses, Sharrell. Only thing he misses.
Freddie's good at it. Freddie, you're good at it.
Freddie's so smooth with the accent.
The only part he's missing when he finished,
and he says it very properly. And
it's so close.
Oh yeah, and then the only part he's missing at the end is that bad? Yeah, it's bad. You know what I'm saying? But you know what though, Sharrell, let me go real quick to this comment that was in the thing. Todd Barnes has said, "We are not our color," right? because we're going back to this color thing, right? Because at the end of the day, people base stuff off color, but at the end of the day, we all human, right? And any race have personalities that you just don't like, right? Based off personalities. But I'm just saying, no. I'm only just saying.
I love what Perry says with these things. There's always a valuable lesson.
No, Perry starts here and ends up there. Hey, Diva, how you doing?
Hey, how everybody doing?
Oh, we can't see your face.
I know. I'm trying to adjust myself. I'm in my room.
Oh, okay.
I can figure this out.
You're out your spot.
That's what I was trying to do. Make sure.
Yeah. But
what do you think about the Kim K thing?
You know, they're using star power. And hey, when you hire a lawyer, you want your lawyer to win your case. If y'all gotta bring Kim K to help me win, bring Kim K. I don't care. Bring whoever. Just make sure the end result is that I'm gonna win. So, and I do agree with your other caller. She is way beyond that sex tape. They have done so much with their star power, and they are definitely, no matter how anyone feels about them, they're definitely going to go down in history as one of those families that took something from zero and built themselves all the way up.
Yeah.
I mean, they're making big moves.
Well, let me hold on. I want to stop you. Can we get a little? Do you give her a little credit now? Freddie, since you heard Diva speak.
Well, I mean, listen. I mean, she can't get her divorce lawyer Laura Wazir to get her divorce from Kanye over the line, can she? And I mean, Kim's a regular client because I mean, it's the second time she's used Laura. So because Kim will never be happy in a relationship, he always looks for validation, and she wants to go for what she thinks is the next big thing, and you know. He's creative, but he is a psycho. And I'm sorry, how creepy is it? He's now just bought a £4.5 million house opposite her after spending massively over odds on a house in Malibu.
He bought a house across the street from Kim, right? In her neighborhood, right?
Yeah. And he then bought a house just under 60 million in Malibu before that. That's under like 4,000 square foot. Some developer
has money to burn. I mean,
he has money to burn.
I thought he lived in Wyoming. What happened to that house?
He's put that on the market at a $500,000 loss.
What?
Yeah, he's put his Wyoming properties on the market. I don't know why, but I've seen.
He wanted to get away from her when they was together. That's why he bought that farm all the way out there in Wyoming. And now he's stalking her by buying a house right across the street. And he's tearing it down to build it back up again. He just has money to burn. I mean,
he allegedly likes Riccardo Tisci.
He's what?
He allegedly liked Riccardo Tisci, who was like a designer. That was like, there were rumors about that for years. But what I don't get with Kanye,
I heard that too.
In my opinion, is he was going, he goes, oh, I love Kim and I want her back. Yet after they separated, he was dating Ariana Shaq for like 2 months. And then what's that attractive black model called?
Her name starts with a V. I don't know.
Okay. So there was this quite young, really attractive black model that he was dating. And then yet he's saying in the media that he really likes Kim. And it's like, well, then why date other people if you really want Kim, who's, you know, when
she wanted him back when he made it
to do Pete on the SNL set, probably.
But she wanted him back when his album came out. She was stalking him and saying that she was going to have her marriage work. And then all of a sudden, he lost interest in her. And then they crazy. But I got to say this before I forget because I'm getting old. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear, Sharrell, did you hear about Monique and Chris? They're going to have a love and marriage DMV,
yeah.
I just heard about that.
Yes.
That's going to be crazy.
With Carlos King's executive producer.
I think that's going to be good.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, I heard about that. I should do a story on that tomorrow. I heard some other things to go with it. It's kind of
crazy.
It's going to be wild.
Okay.
Let
Did
me
they
say
start
this about
filming?
Noella.
Did they start filming
Sharrell.
already? Did they start
No.
filming already? For the
No.
I don't think so.
Okay.
What did you say, Diva? I overtalked you. Go ahead.
That's okay. About Noella. So that Sweet James, he's a whole hot mess. I think
Yes, he
both
is.
of them. I think both of them are telling a little bit of some untruths on both sides, but I really think he's dogging her out. First of all, you're going to file the divorce in Puerto Rico, and you know we live in LA. You're going to cut off all my credit cards, okay? How am I supposed to feed this kid over here? Then I heard the house is rented, and he's not really paying the mortgage or the rent on the home.
That is true, Diva.
He's playing
Because I
games.
looked, and the house that they rent in Crystal Cove was bought for $7.5 million in 2013, and they started leasing it only like I think in 19 or 20, from what record code.
And he's not paying the bills, so he knows she's strapped for cash. And he's just really playing her out. And he's saying, oh, she changed. Well, listen, at the end of the day, everybody changes in a marriage. And you knew that she wanted to get on this show. And most people that are trying to get on these reality shows, they change some things about them so that they can get on the show. So it's like, you knew what she was doing because you said yourself you knew she wanted to be on the show. And now that she's on there, you want to play games and act like, oh, I don't know who she is. Stop it.
Wow. You've got some key points. Unfortunately, I got to wrap this up because I said I wasn't going to stay late and I'm over again. Freddie, thanks for the shade and the information and the laughter. Okay?
You're welcome as always. It's always great fun. What else can I say, really?
Not on to him though. He says in that little British accent the most meanest things, and no one catches it because it's so proper. You know.
Well, providing it wasn't as bad as PK's businesses, then we're okay.
PK got COVID now. PK has COVID. Yeah.
Really?
That's what.
Oh.
Yeah. It was reported that he had COVID.
That's terrible. All right, you guys. I'm in this. Thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate the call. Take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Everybody have a happy New Year.
Yes. Happy New Year, Sin. Happy New Year's to you. We will be having a New Year's party tomorrow. So that'll be fun. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Thanks for calling in. Take care, Sin. Take care. Thank you,
bye.
Diva. Thank you, Lola.
Thanks, Diva.
Stay on.
Lola.
Okay. All right, that went over. I didn't mean for it to go that long. Thank you, Todd. He's so sweet.
Yeah.
I just wanted to thank everyone for your super chat. You don't have to support the channel, and you do, so I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Tomorrow, we will be having an online Christmas, not Christmas,
New Year's.
New Year's, but we're going to
Celebration.
have it before. What time do we say we're going to do it? Before, so we can go
At
out.
5, right? 5
o'clock our
Pacific,
time, which was 8 o'clock.
8 Eastern.
Yeah, and then that way we could then really bring in the new year. It's going to be fun, right?
Yeah, well,
we got a lot going on. Yeah. Any last words, Perry?
No.
All right. On 3, let's say bye. Bye, guys. 1, 2, 3. Bye.
Bye, everybody.